Chapter 5. Fix It. 10 true or false sample test questions follow. The correct answers to these 10 questions will be found in the current chapter material. It is suggested pausing the audio to read these sample test questions. Continue the audio after completing your review. Fix It. Important. 2 traffic control devices, the yield sign and traffic signal, controlling a single traffic lane is a classic example of an oxymoron intersection, conflicting controls. Intersection picture number 5-2 below is a classic oxymoron for the right lane. 1. Both the yield sign, arrow number 1, and the traffic signal, arrow number 2, are controls for the right turn movement. This can create an oxymoron for the right turn movement. The red traffic signal means stop before making a right turn on red, while the yield sign means a stop is not required before making a right turn on red. 2. There is also a stop line, arrow number 3, painted in the right lane meaning stop on a red traffic signal, which contradicts the yield sign option to proceed without stopping when turning right. The oxymoron fix. Del dot should remove the yield sign. 1. A red traffic signal then would mean stop before making a right turn on red. 2. A green traffic signal would mean a right turn can be made without stopping. Not only are oxymorons confusing to explain in the intersections in which they appear, picture number 5-2 above, but they also transfer their confusion to other intersections, thus increasing the potential for collisions. It is important to recognize the D team takes a position that inconsistencies, confusions, can also be classified as roadside bombs set to explode at some unknown future date. In a Del Dot's response quote, they are essentially requesting the assistance of all Delaware motorists in their quest for consistency, correctness on all Delaware roadways. Del Dot response quote, however, there are locations in Delaware that are not consistent with these current standards. When identified by our staff, or they are brought to our attention, we are taking steps to make changes. End quote. Now please join the D team in identifying for Del Dot the location of inconsistencies and confusions that appear on Delaware roadways. By participating with the D team in this learning experience, 2 valuable goals will be gained. First goal. Each course taker will have an opportunity to gain substantial safety knowledge such as 1. The accurate placement of a yield sign for right turning traffic. 2. The correct meaning of a yield sign when controlling right turning traffic. 3. When a traffic signal controls right turning traffic. 4. When a stop line should be placed in a right turn lane. 5. And more. Second goal. Del Dot will be able to utilize the material presented in this course to make the corrections, thereby decreasing the inconsistencies, confusions on Delaware roadways. If you notice inconsistencies while traveling on Delaware roadways, inform the D team by email. Our email address is dedriving@comcast.net. The information can then be identified to Del Dot. Fix It. Question from the D team to Del Dot. What intersection design dictates that the traffic light controls a right turn lane? Del Dot's response as follows. When a triangular island is striped or exists as a concrete island between the right turn movement and the adjacent through movements, the proper traffic control for the right turn movement is a yield condition. See intersection pictures number 5-3 below, black and gold arrow. Del Dot's response. If there is no striped or concrete island, this indicates that the right turn movements is controlled by the traffic signal. In this situation, there should be a stop line across the right turn lane, and there should be no yield sign. The nearest signal head to the right turn lane controls the right turn movement. See intersection picture number 5-4 below, black and gold arrow. Fix It number 1, oxymoron, inconsistencies, confusions. US 13 North and Division Street in Dover, Delaware, picture 5-5. Question number 1. Is the right turn movement in intersection picture number 5-5 above a traffic signal controlled movement or is a yield sign controlled movement? Answer number 1. According to DelDOT, the right lane in intersection picture number 5-5 above is a traffic signal, arrow number 1 controlled lane. If there is no striped or concrete island, this indicates that the right turn movement is controlled by the traffic signal. Question number 2. Is the painting of a stop line in the right lane, intersection picture number 5-5 above, required when the right movement is controlled by a traffic signal? Answer number 2. According to DelDOT, in intersection picture number 5-5 above, a painted stop line, arrow number 2, is required in a right lane that is controlled by a traffic signal. If there is no striped or concrete island, this indicates that the right turn movement is controlled by the traffic signal. In this situation, there should be a stop line across the right turn lane. Question number 3. Is the placement of the yield sign in intersection picture number 5-5 above appropriate? Answer number 3. According to DelDOT, no. There should not be a yield sign, arrow number 3, in intersection picture number 5-5 above. In this situation, there should be a stop line, and there should be no yield sign. The D-Team Fix-It number 1 recommendation: remove the yield sign in all lanes under the control of a traffic signal. Fixed. DelDOT fixed it. Oxymoron removed. DelDOT has now removed the yield sign, arrow number 3 in picture number 5-5 above. This intersection now conforms to the proper traffic signage requirements, and a full stop at the painted stop line is required before proceeding straight or turning right. Fix-It number 2, Oxymoron, inconsistencies, confusions. US 13 South and Delaware 299 West in Odessa, Delaware. See picture number 5-6. Question. Since the traffic signal in intersection picture number 5-6 above is not directly over the right turn lane, does it still control right turning traffic, or does the yield sign control the right turn lane? Answer. According to DelDOT, the traffic signal, arrow number 1, does not have to be located over a right turn lane to control the movement in that lane, and there should be no yield sign, arrow number 2. Quote, the nearest signal head to the right turn lane controls the right turn movement. Therefore, the signal head for the adjacent through movement also controls the right turn movement. In this situation, there should be a stop line, and there should be no yield sign. The D-Team Fix-It number 2 recommendation: remove the yield sign in all right turn lanes that are under the control of a traffic signal. Fixed. DelDOT fixed it. Oxymoron removed. A full stop at the painted stop line is required before turning right on a red traffic signal in this intersection. Since there is no traffic island separating the right turn lane from traffic proceeding straight, the nearest traffic signal controls all movements in this intersection. DelDOT has now brought this intersection into required legal standards by removing the yield sign identified in picture number 5-6, the black and yellow arrow number 2 above. Fix-It number 3, Oxymoron, inconsistencies, confusions. US 13 North and Middleford Road in Seaford, Delaware. Intersection picture number 5-7. Question. There is no stop line in the right turn lane in intersection picture number 5-7 above. Is a full stop still required before making a right turn on a red traffic signal? Answer. Yes. According to DelDOT, if there is no striped or concrete island, this indicates that the right turn movement is controlled by the traffic signal. In this situation, there should be a stop line across the right turn lane. Additional proof. 1. See intersection picture number 5-7 above, where DelDOT proves by their own signage a traffic signal does not have to be located over the traffic lane it controls. 2. The traffic signal is not located over the right turn lane. In this intersection, picture number 5-7 above, the black and yellow arrow is pointing to a sign that is hidden behind a pole. That sign is important in identifying the traffic signal is not required to be directly over a lane to control the vehicle movement in that particular lane. 3. What statement appears on this traffic sign? See intersection picture 5-8 below, yellow and black arrow. Right turn on red must yield after stop. 4. Del Dot is providing signage proof that a traffic signal is not required to be located directly over a traffic lane in order to control the flow of traffic in that particular lane. 5. Del Dot has also identified by signage the absence of a stop line in a lane controlled by a traffic signal. Picture number 5-7 above does not alter the stopping requirement of a red traffic signal when making a right turn. The D-Team Fix-It number 3 recommendations. Paint the required stop line in all right turn lanes that are under control of a traffic signal. Delaware 896 South and Old Baltimore Pike in Newark, Delaware, picture number 5-9. In intersection picture 5-9 above, Del Dot is reminding Delaware motorists by signage, black and yellow arrow, that a full stop is required when making a right turn on red traffic signal, even where the traffic signal is not located over the right turn lane. Caution: please don't be lulled into believing there must be signage to require a full stop when making a right turn from a right turn lane that does not have a traffic signal directly over that lane. According to Del Dot, if there is no striped or concrete island, this indicates that the right turn movement is controlled by the traffic signal. Fix-It number 4, Oxymoron, Inconsistencies, Confusions. Delaware Route 4 East and Harmony Road, Newark, Delaware, picture number 5-10. The D-Team Fix-It number 4 recommendations. Paint a stop line minimum of 4 feet prior to the crosswalk in the right turn lane and remove the yield sign. Special consideration for Del Dot. There may be sufficient area to channel the right turn lane in intersection picture number 5-10 above with a striped island. If that can be done, it will call for a yield before making a right turn on a red traffic signal, as well as a yield when making a right turn on a green traffic signal. Fix-It number 5, Oxymoron, Inconsistencies, Confusions. Kirkwood Highway and Milltown Road in Wilmington, Delaware. Picture number 5-11. The D-Team Fix-It number 5 recommendations. Paint a stop line in the right turn lane, arrow number 1, in intersection picture number 5-11 above, and remove the yield sign. According to Del Dot, if there is no striped or concrete island, this indicates that the right turn movement is controlled by the traffic signal. In this situation, there should be a stop line across the right turn lane, and there should be no yield sign. The nearest signal head to the turn lane controls the right turn movement. Special consideration for Del Dot. There may be sufficient area to channel the right turn lane in intersection picture number 5-11 above with a striped island. If that can be done, it will call for a yield before making a right turn on a red traffic signal, as well as a yield when making a right turn on a green traffic signal. Fixed. Del Dot fixed it. Oxymoron removed. In the above picture number 5-11A, a white painted traffic island, yellow arrow, was painted on the road surface, which meant to identify the intersection traffic signal does not control traffic turning right. The yield sign, stop, slow, go, is now the control for right turning traffic on both a red and a green intersection traffic signal. Fix-It number 6, Oxymoron, Inconsistencies, Confusions. The D-Team recently observed 5 vehicles in a row violate the Delaware stopping point law at intersection picture number 5-12. They all made a right turn without coming to a stop on a red traffic signal. This is at the intersection of Salisbury Road and Walker Road in Dover, Delaware, picture number 5-12. There can be no question this is a traffic light controlled intersection. A right turn on a red traffic signal from the right turn lane absolutely requires a full stop at the stop line. However, the yield sign can serve no other purpose than to confuse Delaware motorists about the stopping point law. The D-Team Fix-It Number 6 recommendations: remove the yield sign in all right turn lanes that are under the control of a traffic signal. Intersection picture number 5-12 above, according to DelDOT's own words, is inconsistent. DelDOT said the nearest signal head to the right turn lane controls the right turn movement. Therefore, the signal head of the adjacent through movement also controls the right turn movement. In this situation, there should be a stop line, and there should be no yield sign. Smart defense. When yield signs are removed to bring intersections into consistency, strong consideration should be given to hanging a sign on the opposite direction traffic signal stating, "Left turn on green, must yield," to reinforce opposite direction traffic that they have the yield requirement. Fixed. DelDOT fixed it. Oxymoron removed. A full stop at the painted stop line is required before turning right on a red traffic signal in this intersection. Since there is no traffic island separating the right turn lane from traffic proceeding straight, the nearest traffic signal controls all movements in this intersection. DelDOT has now brought this intersection into required legal standards by removing the yield sign identified in picture number 5-12A above. Fix-It Number 7 Oxymoron, Inconsistencies, Confusions. Delaware Route 4 West and Harmony Road in Newark, Delaware, picture 5-13. Question: what corrections need to be made in intersection number 5-13 above? Delaware Route 4 and Harmony Road in Newark, Delaware. Answer: absolutely none according to DelDOT. Intersection picture 5-13 has a triangular island separating the through traffic movement from the right turn traffic movement. Arrow number 1. Intersection picture 5-13 has a yield sign. Arrow number 2. When a triangular island is striped or exists as a concrete island between the right turn movement and the adjacent through movements, the proper traffic control for the right turn movement is a yield condition. No stop line required. The right turn movement should not have a stop line and should have a yield sign. Special note: some inconsistencies, confusions of intersections identified may have been adjusted by DelDOT since the publishing of this course. Are you ready for the test questions? One more Fix-It to determine if you are ready to move to the test questions. Fix-It number 8, Oxymoron, Inconsistencies, Confusions. Question: what suggestion would you have for DelDOT to fix the intersection in picture number 5-14 below, where the yield sign, yellow and black arrow, is hidden by the tree? If you said trim the trees, yellow and black arrow, so the yield sign is visible, you are 100% incorrect, and the D-Team strongly suggests you spend more time reviewing the DelDOT quotes before proceeding to the test questions. The correct answer: remove the yield sign. DelDOT quote, which applies to this heavily traveled intersection in Dover, Delaware. If there is no striped or concrete island, this indicates that the right turn movement is controlled by the traffic signal. In this situation, there should be a stop line across the right turn lane, and there should be no yield sign. The nearest signal head to the right turn lane controls the right turn movement. Pencil and paper time. Write down the answer to the quiz question in picture number 5-15. The correct answer will be provided in Chapter 6. Question: is picture number 5-15 above a one-way road or a two-way road? SOS: you can drive smart or you can drive stupid.